Secondly, in doubles, after receiving the serve, do not move back. Because if you move back, it moves forward, leading to a collision. After each backhand return, you should move to the right, circling around from the right to the back. Why would you collide with it? It's because after you receive it and it moves forward like this. For example, after I receive it like this, if I move back, it moves forward and you to collide. As I move backwards, collisions start to happen. If you receive and move to the right, you're giving up this position to your opponent. No matter how fast you move, as you retreat, you're still obstructing its line of sight. After receiving, you should move sideways, relinquish the position to your opponent or teammate. Secondly, when deciding how to receive the serve, you should communicate with your opponent. Just like XiaoHan suggested, we can begin with doubles first. So when serving in doubles, the table is already divided into halves. Serving to half of the table will be much simpler for you. When judging the opponent's shot, always assess the distance from front to back first, because this type of shot won't reach you. This distance, you see I can hit here. I can also hit here. As XiaoHan mentioned, we divide it into 3 sections. No, it's actually divided into 4 sections. Half table, and one is the baseline. You need to set it up in advance. Hide, you serve this ball. Block all of them. When I'm receiving serves in doubles, if the opponent serves a short ball and you play an urgent shot, it becomes rushed. Short balls, half-long balls, and long balls are a common mix of lengths. Indeed, you need to decide how to receive these 3 types of balls. You must first have a plan. You can't wait for the ball to arrive before reacting. For a short ball, I'll flick. For a long ball, I'll loop. If I can't loop the ball, I will focus on smashing. You handle it. What can you do? Just loop it back when he hits the ball directly. Alright, a short ball is a short ball. So for a long push, what ability do I need? If I can't loop right now, then I'll mainly focus on pushing to the table. Doesn't need to be too high. Slightly lower, we won't be able to maintain the quality. If we let our guard down, what will happen to us? That's right. Yes, the opponent can take advantage of that to attack you. The speed and spin of my shot don't matter. The opponent's attacking quality will decrease. Next, let's discuss beginners when it comes to spinning. For beginners, being able to spin is already a good skill. Yes, but where is his weakness? For instance, when I serve short, I always play it to his advantage. So you can be slightly tricky, control the placement, and target the middle. Put a bit of pressure on him. Yes, make it challenging for the opponent to return the ball. If you can reduce the spin on your serve and angle it slightly after moving into position, your partner will find it difficult to defend against, isn't that right? That's correct, if your serve is always high and easy to return. You can only hope that the opponent can't make a good half-long return. Yeah, it's like playing against 3 opponents, isn't it? He doesn't want to play with us. When you're in this position at the table, the footwork for the balls on your side of the table goes without saying. If I didn't see the ball clearly, I would move forward prematurely. When in the backhand stance, your hips need to move quickly towards the ball. From this position, you can clearly see the type of ball he is playing, allowing you to make your shot. There's time for everything, but the angle from the higher position is restricted. No need to hurriedly move your feet in a panic. Firstly, determine if the ball is short or long, and then decide on the next shot. If you rush in, he will block your shot, right? Just made a quick push. In doubles, the level of sensitivity and precision required for anticipation and footwork is not as high as in singles. The second point focuses on our movement and footwork. The third point is when your partner serves a short ball to you. Yes, you need to signal your opponent for the next shot. Yes, let me know if you prefer me to push the ball back passively or flick it aggressively. If you criticize him, such as, "Hey, you always hit the ball too high," it puts me under a lot of pressure. In that case, it's not ideal as both of you will suffer. Through negotiation, you can help develop your partner skills. For instance, two right-handed players make a good team. When you serve to his opponent's forehand side, does he need to move to the side after serving the ball? When you serve to his forehand, don't serve with excessive force. Instead, track where the ball lands and follow the opponent's movement. Follow his steps and serve. If he moves to the left, serve towards the sideline like this. After the ball is served, if he moves back, serve quickly. Follow the opponent in front of you. When he moves aside, the other player moves forward. He can't reach the striking position and often gets hit on the buttocks or waist, which is very uncomfortable. I achieved 4th place in the national games, 2nd place in the national college games, and achieved certain results in the city games. Doubles, yes, and I have extensive experience in doubles. Yes, in this type of competition, within the team, there are numerous opportunities to play doubles. Yes, we frequently discuss these matters. I have partnered with many famous players in mixed doubles before. For instance, with Wang Hao, and with that player. Next, there is this teammate. Therefore, I have considerable experience in mixed doubles. He was also very skilled, just not the type to be active on TikTok. He was also a national team member. In my opinion, this is extremely important, you know. After the opponent serves, their partner is expecting you to spin the backhand. Flat hit to the backhand side, correct? Pay attention to the opponent's movement right after they serve. If your partner positions themselves where they prefer after serving, remember, play this type of shot, slice to their backhand, it will put them in difficulty. Always stick close to your opponent in doubles. The key is to focus on the opponent. Yes, follow their movements closely. If the opponent is stationary, target their forehand. You can't hit the ball randomly as you wish. This is crucial. The third point pertains to doubles. In doubles, hitting the ball within the table is particularly effective for setting up short balls. Why are we not as strong in singles? It's because there is a delay in your timing. You were stuck in the upward phase when you approached. If the ball is a bit higher, concentrate on playing short shots towards the middle because your backhand is short, correct? If it's a short ball in the middle, he will easily smash you. The next player should be ready to loop, but observe how you prepare to receive the serve and react when the opponent strikes. When you get the opportunity to play a short shot, aim towards the middle even if the ball is higher. Understand after this initial shot when moving, yes, what is he doing? Right after the shot when moving, yes, what is he doing? Observe him closely, then exploit his weaknesses. I think that in doubles, coordination is much more crucial than individual skills. He might be able to defeat him, but in singles, it's essentially a contest of strength. With a margin of 2 or 3 points, it's possible to make a breakthrough, because the two of you have coordination and understanding. And there is also good chemistry, moreover, after the ball is played. He is already positioned halfway off the table. Many players adopt this stance to receive the serve, because it's challenging to return from the backhand half-table position. When serving and receiving, holding the ball above the table for semi-out is a simple matter. Even if he serves a long ball, like when H serves, I can counter-attack him directly. Pull directly, as he can't reach you. Your one-step basic stance is almost still. What's the problem now if he serves short? I'm a bit unaccustomed to it. The thing is, in professional doubles, there are no long serves. Stealing 1 out of 10 serves is not bad, but when playing with amateurs, I serve only long balls. Teacher Li was paired with Lang Bing, and I was paired with Shuai. Let the 4 of us play together. Then they both started focusing on long balls, indicating that everyone should remain cautious of long balls. However, our main focus is on short balls. When serving a half-out table, this ball is the most effective. When you begin, position your hand in front of the half-out area. Avoid playing short balls. Instead, focus on finding the position for the half-out serves. Short serves. The key to winning lies in mastering the half-out serves. He is highly skilled and can easily defeat you with a backhand shot. They didn't manage the short serve effectively. Especially during matches, they find it challenging to execute a short serve. This is a prime scoring chance. A ball served to you, maintain your position here. Raise your hand up, as lowering it makes it easier for your opponent to counter when you make a move. Simply wait for this ball, avoid impatience, be patient, and aim for this ball. We must stick to reality. In the game, you need to consider mindset, the pressure from your opponent, your own pressure, and the pressure from the audience, right? At first, you see me waiting for him to make a move when he doesn't. Scoring this point is the most reliable. With just scoring this 1 point, if you can make the shot, the opponent will struggle to defend. During the crucial point, don't rush when he makes a move. Wait for him to act and stand firm. If you stand too close, he will block your shot when you serve, and he may block you once. Repeatedly hitting the ball behind you will likely result in errors. Be sure to position yourself slightly behind the optimal hitting point, which is the first key point. Does the opponent predominantly use left side spin when serving? In the game or during some doubles matches, he may opt for a backhand serve, indicating right side spin. This shot is truly quite challenging. Anyway, when he's playing doubles, I defend in this manner. This type of shot is very gentle. You cannot apply force to it, only chop it. He's preparing to execute a double-handed serve towards the side. He can't block you, it's because your feet are not moving. You should step forward more for the shot. It's not very difficult for him. What is the key point? Don't link hands. Everyone, please pay close attention. If I hold your hand, you serve.
大家好，我是小韩老师。下面呢，我们来说一下专属课堂怎么看直播。大家别着急啊。首先呢，我们肯定是加了小韩